Well, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on this beauty, the Polaris P965 IQ robotic pool cleaner. It has four-wheel drive, it has Wi-Fi, and above all else, it has this fantastic tangle-free cord. As you can see in all its beauty right here, this tangle-free cord is the cat's meow. It also has Wi-Fi, which is a relatively useful feature. You can program the robot to clean at specific times. You can use your phone to direct it towards the edge so that you can exit the pool with it. I'm not so sure if you want to program it to run every day, because you pretty much have to empty it after it does a run, unless you just have very light debris in the pool. But the real benefit of this pool cleaning robot is, like I said, this fantastic tangle-free cord. If you do a search on YouTube about Polaris pool robots and the cord, you will see people who are quite salty about the fact that they did not get a tangle-free cord with their pool cleaner. And let me tell you, I did. And as you can see, it is a fantastic piece of engineering. Now, I think the IQ part of this model number refers to my IQ, as in that it probably was non-existent for purchasing this top-of-the-line model. But this tangle-free cord, as you can see, is doing anything but being tangle-free. It has wrapped itself up in a nice little multiple pretzel arrangement here. It is pulling the cord. If it wanted to, it would probably pull the little tool caddy over here, and it's pretty much done. So it is not worth the money, let me put it to you that way. If you got one without a tangle-free cord, you got your money's worth, because spending more money for this is absolutely not worth it. I have had multiple problems with this robot. It started giving me an error code, and so last year it spent probably about 5 months in total at Leslie's, where they would fix something, give it back to me, I would bring it back home, try it, and it would throw the same error. I would bring it back, it would sit there for another 2 weeks, they would give it back to me after they replaced another part. I would bring it back home, it would throw me another error code, and we did that for about 4 or 5 months until they pretty much replaced everything on here, including this cord, because my original cord actually didn't have this problem, but this one does. And so this is not worthy of the money, the top of the line unit that I had purchased. So we're going to take this thing apart, because I'm not taking it back to Leslie's for it to sit there forever, for them waiting for parts from Polaris, which are apparently hard to come by. And we're going to take it apart and see what makes it not work. It's got markings on that tangle-free device not to open it, but what's the worst that can happen? It's going to be not tangle-free. I am already there. So we're going to take it apart and see what we find. So here it is out of the water. Before I had put it in for its cleaning last night, I had lined up the seams on the tangle-free contraption. And as you can see, they haven't moved 1 inch. Maybe a 1/4 inch, maybe half, but this thing has not been doing its job whatsoever. It has markings on here that tell you not to open it, because don't you dare find out their corporate secrets in there. But we're going to do that anyway, like I said, and see what's going on. So before I do that, let's open it up. It's got this nice cartridge that you can take out. It has a fan right there. It's got the 4-wheel drive, and it's picked up a good amount of debris after a very windy weekend. So it can work. It does work well, but the tangle-free thing is irritating me to death here. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So I ended up ordering a new cable There is already a video online that shows you how to replace it. It's a very good video, so I'm not going to go into that, and that guy deserves the credit for figuring it out. What I am going to do, now that I have the new cable in there, is I'm going to open this one up and see exactly what does not make this one tick. To be honest, the new one didn't feel like it had any different amount of drag in it. It's got a marking on here, no screwdriver. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Put a screwdriver there and see what's in there. If it just springs apart with a bunch of spring-loaded contacts, it'll just be the end of it. And if it is fixable, I'll keep it as a spare. So let's see what happens here. Press these tabs in and kerplooey, probably. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. So the first one is nothing, and really nothing. Then the next one, this side doesn't have a no screwdriver mark, but let's see what's in here. Same concept. Push the tab in. Same thing on the other side. And also nothing. Well, to be honest, I was expecting things to start jumping out, but it looks like it is all self-contained. So whatever's in here is not going to let its secrets be known. So there's nothing here. That's unfortunate, but that's all there is to it. So the P965 IQ, definitely not worth the money. If you get one of the cheaper versions with just the on-off button or whatever they have, and even with the not tangle-free cord, it'll do the same thing and you'll save a lot of money. So don't be mad that you didn't get the tangle-free cord. Pity me for getting this one. All right, thank you. Goodbye.